Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday to all of you. Thank you for spending your Tuesday evening with us. Kindly let me know po if you can hear me clearly. Type C and type U if unclear before I proceed. Type C. Ayun, meron na. Thank you so much for the feedback, Miss Ina. So before we start, let me just introduce myself. I am Munaf Pangatungan, Visayas Business Development and Market Education Officer of First Metro Securities. It is the stock brokerage arm of the Metro Bank Group, and our company is dedicated to promote financial literacy and create awareness on investment opportunities to empower individuals like you and me, and even institutions to attain their financial goals. And we envision to be the largest and most trusted Philippine investment solutions partner. It is my honor and pleasure to be your host this evening. And just like this event, we used to conduct our sessions on-site and face-to-face. However, due to pandemic, we shifted to a webinar format, but we are still glad that we are continuously invited by private institutions, public institutions, and even academic institutions. That is on top of our monthly webinars that we conduct here in First Metro Securities. And it's really amazing how technology enables us to add value wherever you are located. So let me know, saan po ba kayo watching or tuning in right ngayon? Currently, I'm in Cebu and maulan po ngayong gabi. So I hope we still have a stable internet connection all throughout the session. We have from Bacolod, Laguna, Bulacan, from Luzon and Visayas. Any representatives here from Mindanao? Oh, we also have from another, here, General Santos, or Makati. Yun. So, marami tayo from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Parang wala pa akong nakikitang outside the Philippines. Ayun, meron na from New Zealand. We have. Oh, sa Pampanga din daw, maulan din. So, maulan na gabi sa inyong lahat. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, kahit saang sulok man kayo ng mundo ngayon. No? So, last year we have conducted a total of 600 talks to about 50,000 people, no? Talking about investment, personal finance, even market outlook and update. And that's what we continue to do this year. And to start this evening session, let me ask you some questions. So the title for this evening session, Your Path to Stable Income, a look at retail treasury bonds. So when you hear the words retail treasury bonds or RTBs, ano po ba yung naiisip nyo? Kindly type on the chat box. Ano ba yung mga naiisip nyo pag nakarinig kayo ng RTBs? Bonds only for individuals. Okay, we will, later on, it's more than individuals actually. So we will have a guest speaker who will explain it further. Okay, government or perhaps mga government debts or a way to raise funds by the government. None. And here, nag-flash ng poll yung moderator natin. So on a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being no idea about RTBs, and 5 being an RTB expert, how would you rate your current understanding of RTB investment? Okay. Sige, last few seconds before I end the poll. Okay. Marami pa rin nag-answer. 31 out of 49 already answered. About 63% already participated. So, majority at 26. Oh, 20, and ko na, nalito ako sa percentage. So, here, right now, 27% answered 3. So, parang average. Meron pa rin nag-answer na 24% of the participants, 1 or least lang yung idea na. May ideas siya about RTB. And then 3% considered na RTB expert. So, next poll naman. Poll number 2. I'll stop share. Tama ba to? So kindly flash poll number 2. Okay. So have you invested already in RTBs? Yes or no? So let's see if may mga current investment na ba kayo sa RTB, yung mga attendees natin right now. About 60% of the attendees already participated. Now, ending it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, ending the poll. So, majority or 72% of our attendees right now have no existing RTB investment. And we have about 28% who have RTB investments already. So, whether you are an existing RTB investor or considering to becoming one, this webinar is perfect for you. Kaya you listen as you will enrich your understanding about RTB. So for your questions, please write them in the designated Q&A section of the platform and we will try to answer as many as possible. So for tonight, we are honored to have Krisha Serene. Krisha has almost 10 years of experience in the banking industry and has been with the various institutions such as BDO Private Bank, Metrobank Card, and East West Bank. So she joined First Metro Investment Corporation, that is First Metro Securities' mother company, last October 2022, and worked as an institutional sales officer handling various fixed income products. And she joined First Metro Securities last June 2024 and is in charge of growing the institution's fixed income desk. And in the same year, she also earned Chartered Financial Analyst designation. So please join me in welcoming Krisha to the virtual floor. Good evening, Krisha.
Hi, Moneth. Thank you, and thank you everyone for joining us tonight in another webinar. So this time it will be about retail treasury bonds.
Yes.
Sharing my screen. Am I visible?
Yes. All good.
Okay. Again, once again, thank you everyone. So my name is Kirsha Serene, and I am from the institutional sales desk of First Metro Securities, and I'm mainly in charge of the fixed income desk here. So tonight, it's all about retail treasury bonds, and this webinar, it's very timely kasi if you may have heard, nag-i-issue po ngayon si Bureau of Treasury ng RTB bonds. It's currently being offered. And for you to be able to evaluate if this is the right investment for you or for you to, well, further enrich your knowledge on RTBs, then we will be discussing these points for tonight. So first, what are RTBs? And then next, the pros and cons of RTB investing. And then the difference of RTB and other fixed income instruments such as FXTNs or fixed rate treasury notes, treasury bills, and corporate bonds. Fourth, RTB Tranche 31. That's the current RTB that's being offered. What are the details and what are the terms of the offer? And finally, how to invest in RTB with First Metro Securities. So if you have been monitoring the news recently, as early as mga mid-July po, nagpa-publish na po yung mga different news articles natin about the upcoming retail treasury bonds. So for example, in Business World, they published the article July 22, and then si Inquirer.net, they published also early July 22 as well, new retail treasury bonds coming to the market. And finally, si Bureau of the Treasury made it official by announcing their notice of offering and the annexes of the new RTB 31 in their website. So there you'd see all the attachments, pero it's kind of lengthy and wordy. With this webinar, let's make it simpler for everyone to understand. First off, ano nga po ba ang RTBs? RTBs, it's very simple and straightforward to understand. So these are peso denominated, low risk, fixed income investments that provide interest every quarter. So every 3 months, meron pong papasok sa inyo na interest sa bank account ninyo or sa online account niyo with First Metro Securities. Next, it is issued by the Republic of the Philippines through the Bureau of the Treasury. So RTBs, it's part of the government's savings mobilization program. It's also considered as the most established, given that we are currently already on our 31st RTB tranche in the 24-year history of the program. So nagsimula yan, RTB tranche 1, tranche 2. So now we're in the 31st. It makes investing in government bonds easy for retail investors like you and me. Also, RTB, it's the most widely known and widely participated upon government security issuance in the market. And then finally, it's structured with retail-oriented features that are designed to be appealing to retail investors. RTBs don't we don't only cater to retail clients, pero majority of its features are for retail clients. But if you have corporations or yung mga institutions, they are also welcome to invest in the retail treasury bonds. To give more context lang, no, so sa mga previous RTB issuances natin, yung tenor or the time frame of an RTB is dependent on the Bureau of Treasury. Pero for the past issuances, usually it's just 5 years to around 5.5 years. RTB 27, for example, it's trading currently in the local secondary market as RTB 5-15. It was set at a coupon rate of 4.875%. So yung coupon rate naman po, it's highly dependent also on the market factors during that time of issuance. So nung in-issue po itong RTB 27, 5-year bond during that time is around mga 4.6 area siguro or 4.875 area. Kaya dyan po nagtapos yung rate during that time. And then nung RTB 516 na issue siya, medyo tumaas na yung current interest rate environment natin kasi the coupon was set at 5.75%. The tenor, it's slightly longer at 5.5 years. And then we had RTB 29. It's trading at the name of RTB 5-17 and the tenor was also 5.5 years. Again, tumaas na naman yung coupon rate niya, no? Naging 6.125% na. And finally, last year, the most recent issuance was RTB 5-18. It got a coupon rate of 6.25% for a tenor of 5 years. Also, another siguro good to know, how it's being named in the secondary market. So, di ba, RTB tranche 31 siya right now. Pero once it trades in the secondary market, it would be referred to with its local ID. Ayan po yung RTB 5-15, -16, simple to understand lang. How it's named is, it's RTB 5, 5 being the tenor it was originally issued. So it's an RTB for 5 years and it's the 15th issuance ng government na 5 years. Kaya yung name niya is parang arranged chronologically, no? R515, 516, 517, 518. And this is the one for our current RTB. The campaign is RTB 31 for everyone. Ready tayo sa buhay. So it will be trading in the secondary market as RTB 5-90 because it's another 5-year bond. And it's the 19th issuance of the government na 5 years po. So just earlier today, this afternoon, nag-set na po ng final coupon rate si Bureau of the Treasury. The coupon rate for this RTB is 6% and it will be issued on August 20, 2025. More about the details of this later. Pero for context lang po, no, 6%, it's actually a good interest rate already kasi similar bonds trading in the secondary market, it's around mga 5.85 to 5.90% eh. So 6%, it's not bad at all. So now that we know more about RTBs, we discuss about the pros and cons of RTB investing. Syempre, like any other responsible investor, kailangan lagi natin tinitingnan yung two sides of the coin. Not just the pros, pero ano nga ba yung downside of investing also in RTBs? But first, let's talk about the pros. Of course, it's a low risk investment because of the sovereign backing. Meaning nito, yung investors like you and me, we enjoy the Republic's full financial capability and capacity to be able to repay us back. Kasi in essence, yung RTB na ito, once you invest in this, si Philippine government, nagkakautang po sa atin. So we are trusting that they would be able to pay us back. And given that they are the government, they have several programs, a lot of programs, and they can do a lot of things to be able to generate money to pay us back. Next is it has fixed quarterly coupon interest payment, meaning upon investing, makukompute nyo na po kung magkano yung makukuha nyo every 3 months. Whatever happens to the market, bumaba yung rates, tumaas yung rates, yun na po yung makukuha nyo every 3 months. So you are sure of your cash flow until maturity date. And of course, it diversifies your portfolio given the fixed and stable income flow to your account kasi namamanage nyo po yung expenses nyo accordingly based on what you're expecting to receive from this investment. And then, yeah, it's very affordable at 5,000 pesos only for a minimum volume. 5,000 lang po makakapag-invest na kayo, makakasalin na kayo dito. And that's what makes it siguro one more point of making it appealing to the retail public. 5,000, pwede nyo na po matry mag-invest sa RTBs. Also, it's convenient given that if you'd want to invest in RTBs, you have the option to do so in many different outlets. Pwedeng online through the Bureau of the Treasury's website. Pwedeng pumunta kayo over the counter sa mga banks ninyo. Pero since we're here in First Metro Securities, we hope that you do consider investing with us directly. And then final point on the pros, it's a liquid security. Liquid meaning kahit na 5 years nga po yung investment na ito, should in any point in time nung 5 years na yon, kailanganin niyo po yung pera, pwede niyo siya, madali lang po siyang ibenta kasi meron tayong laging available buyers naman for that. So hindi naman po kayo locked in for the 5 years. Anytime you can unload it as needed. But of course, yung hindi mag-guarantee yung price na makukuha niyo for unloading it kasi it would be dependent on the prevailing market rate during the time of your sale. And then moving on to the cons, we'd have to consider the other side to be able to see if it's the right investment for you. So first is it has a lower return relative to other riskier assets. It just follows kasi kung narinig nyo na po yung saying, high risk, high reward, low risk, low reward. For you to be able to earn more, of course, you'd have to take higher level of risk. Pero given nga po, for the reasons explained earlier, low risk investment lang naman ang RTB, hindi ganun kataasan yung returns niya relative sa, let's say, stocks. Second is possible interest rate risk. This just means that, kung wari po, nag-invest kayo in RTB, no? So, nakalock in na kayo for 6%. Tapos, habang nakalock in kayo after 1 year, let's say, tumaas yung prevailing market rate, naging 7%, kung wari. You'd still continue to receive 6%, and the value, paper loss lang, paper value of your portfolio will go down. Kasi when the rates go up, the prices go down. So, inverse relationship siya. So, bababa yung portfolio value nyo. But if you intend to hold this until maturity date, no need to worry about this risk kasi you'd still receive the promised fixed quarterly coupon interest payment. nung computed pa lang, nung simula pa lang nung investment. Third is the inflation risk. Of course, time value of money. Your 1,000 pesos today is more valuable than your 1,000 pesos tomorrow. Habang tumatagal po, tumataas yung mga bilihin. So if you are locked into an investment for 5 years, and then suddenly nag-spike yung inflation ng mas mabilis kaysa sa kinikita ninyo dito sa investment na to, then maaaring yung value of your money would become less during the maturity time. It's not as much already. Another risk is opportunity cost. Of course, being locked into any kind of investment, if a better one comes along, then hindi kayo agad-agad makaka-take on that new opportunity kasi you're locked in this investment already. Yes, for that's it for the pros and cons. And now we move on to the difference of RTB and other fixed income instruments. So maybe meron na rin po sa inyong familiar no sa mga fixed income instruments. Here in First Metro Securities, we offer not just RTBs, but we also offer fixed rate treasury notes, treasury bills, and corporate bonds. So ano-ano nga ba yung mga to, no? What's important to remember is that they all belong into one family, which is one family or one asset class called fixed income securities. This just means from the name itself, it's an investment that provides fixed periodic interest payments and the eventual return of principal at maturity. So for government securities, dyan po nagfo-fall yung retail treasury bonds, fixed rate treasury notes, and treasury bills. It's under government securities kasi inisyu nga po ito ni Republic of the Philippines. That's why they are classified as government securities. While for corporate securities, under that, of course, it's the corporate bonds. It just means that these are issued by different corporations. Corporations you may know, usually kilala naman sila. Here, I looking at the table, no, RTB, FXT, and Treasury bills all issued by the Republic of the Philippines. See corporate bonds issued by corporations. Say, think of Ayala Land, Aboitiz Power, Philinvest, the usuals. Some examples lang po. So the risk level for any government securities, given that they are backed by the capacity of the government to repay, they are very low risk. Kasi mababa naman po, close to none, yung chance na mag-default ang gobyerno. But for corporate bonds, they are dependent on the issuer. So yung risk niya is dependent sa capacity ng issuer na mag-repay. So let's take Ayala Land, yung mga names na gano'n, BDO, Philinvest Land, I'd say na mababa naman din po yung risk nila mag-default kasi they are well-established companies. Pero for example, si ABC General Merchandise, random lang, nag-issue sila ng corporate bonds. Would you consider that low risk also? Siguro hindi naman kasi hindi sila established, hindi sila known. We aren't sure if makakapag-repay ba sila on time nung utang nila sa atin na investors. For the coupon frequency naman, RTB and FXTNs, ang main difference niyan yung coupon frequency lang eh. RTBs, they have quarterly payments. You'll receive your income every 3 months. While for FXTNs, it's semi-annual. You'll receive it every 6 months. For treasury bills naman, wala po siyang coupon payment kasi ang feature ni treasury bills is it's a discounted security. Meaning, kung mag-i-invest po kayo ng 1 million today sa treasury bills, ang babayaran nyo lang is, depende sa rate, pero it's lower than 1 million. Let's say, 990,000 ang cash out nyo today. So, pagdating ng maturity date, you will receive 1 million. So, yung difference nun, that will be your interest earned. No coupon payment there. And then corporate bonds, coupon frequency is dependent on the issuer, but it's usually 3 months or 6 months. And then for the minimum amount of investment, RTBs, 5,000. Treasury bills, also 5,000. FXTN, higher ng konti, 10,000. NC corporate bonds, depende rin po yan sa issuer, sa corporation, but usually it's at 50,000. But meron din pong mga recent issuances, 100,000 or 500,000 minimum. And then finally, for the liquidity, see RTBs, FXTNs, treasury bills, given that they're all government securities, they are very liquid. They are actively traded in the secondary market. Should you need to buy or sell at any point in time, madali lang po siya. But for the corporate bonds, dito slightly mas mahirap mag-unload. Kaya what we usually advise our clients is that if you would like to invest in a corporate bond, make sure that you have the intention to hold it until maturity kasi konti lang po usually yung buyers niyan in the secondary market. Nakaka-entice din naman si corporate bonds kasi dahil nga slightly riskier siya than government securities, mas mataas din po yung ano niya, yung yield na nakukuha niya as compared sa government securities. And for our fourth point, RTB Tranche 31, the current offer today, ano ba yung details nito and what are the terms of the offer? So for the basic details, the issuer, it's the Republic of the Philippines. The final coupon rate at 6% per annum. And your payouts would be received every 3 months from the issue date, from August 20. So that's November 20, Feb 20, May 20, August 20. And if it falls on a holiday or a weekend, usually 1 business day na move po yan. Next business day ang payout. Your minimum volume, very affordable at just 5,000 and integral multiples thereof. So 5,000 increments of 5,000. And kung may nagtataka kung ano yung maximum volume, wala naman po. We can go up to as high as 50 million, 100 million. So really, it's really flexible, not just for retail investors, but also for your corporations or institutional clients. The tenor, it's 5 years from the issue date. So the maturity date will be August 20, 2030. And the issue and redemption price is at par or 100%. This just means that if you plan to invest 1 million today, yung cash out nyo rin po today will be 1 million. And you will get the same 1 million upon maturity. Plus, of course, all the interest you've earned throughout the duration of the 5 years. And the offer period, it's set at August 5 to August 15. But there is a possibility that once the government has reached their target volume, mag-close po sila na mas maaga. So if you are planning to invest in this, we suggest na you do it as soon as possible kasi may chance na mapaaga yung closing ng issuance. And then finally, for the issue date, this just means that this is the date when it will be listed in the secondary market. Kung kailan po matitrade na siya sa secondary market. It's August 20, 2025. Also, one other very important feature ni RTB is usually they have this bond exchange offer being issued, being as part of the terms ng RTB issuance. So, ang purpose lang ng exchange offer is for a reinvestment opportunity for holders of the eligible bonds given its upcoming maturity. It's also to manage the refinancing risk in the debt portfolio of the Republic. So, ang ibig sabihin lang po nito, kung meron kayo ng mga eligible bonds na to, FXTN 1060, FXTN 3-1, FXTN 7-62, pwede nyo po ito i-exchange. Ang kapalit niyan is yung bagong RTB. Plus, makukuha nyo yung accrued interest on August 20. Ito po yung details niya on the repurchase price. But to understand it better, I prepared an example. So, side by side. For example, meron kayo nung 10-60, no? At saka 3-1 na FXTN. And instead na wala naman kayo paggagamitin ng maturity, ng maturity value. So maisip nyo, i-invest ko na lang sana. How it will work is that, for example, for FXTN 10-60 with a repurchase price of 100 also, you will receive 1 million worth of the new RTBs. So meron kayong bagong RTB, 1 million, but you will also get cash from this kasi from the last coupon date ng 1060, which is August 20, from the last coupon date ng 1060 up to the issue date na August 20, tumakbo na po ng 161 days yung paghawak nyo sa security. So that means you also will earn an accrued interest of around 16,211.81. But that's also subject to 20% withholding tax. So around 13,000 pesos po yung makukuha yung accrued interest from this. So ang scenario na to, on August 20, if you have 10-60, you exchange it, you will receive the new RTB plus the almost 13,000 accrued interest. Same logic lang naman din po for the FXTN 3-1. The difference is that hindi 100 yung repurchase price niya. It's a bit lower at 99.92. So, ang makukuha nyo na amount of the new RTB would be 999,200 plus your accrued interest of around 1,800 net of tax. And then, to better appreciate how you would earn from RTBs, from investing in RTBs, let's take this example. Kung no, si Investor 1, meron siyang 500,000 pesos na sa bank account lang niya. Sayang naman kung nasa bank account mo lang kasi very minimal yung interest earnings dun eh. Sobrang liit, halos di mo na talaga mararamdaman. Instead na nandun lang at walang ginagawa yung pera niya, why not invest in RTBs? So, pag bumili siya ng RTB na to, RTB Tranche 31, what will happen is he will earn 6,000 pesos every 3 months. Every November, February, May, and August, may papasok sa account niya na 6,000 pesos. And after 5 years, he will be able to earn 120,000 from this. Plus, makukuha niya yung 500,000 back on August 20, 2030. If you'd want to compute, straightforward lang naman po siya. For this example, we used 500,000. Multiply nyo lang by 6%. That's 30,000 gross. And then, consider the tax of 20%. So, you multiply it by 0.8 to get the net amount, which you will be earning per annum. So, for this example, it's 24,000. And then, to compute your cash out every 3 months, from the 24,000, you just divide by 4, kasi 4 times in a year, and you will get 6,000 per coupon payment. So that's a total net earnings of 120,000 after 5 years. And then now that we know more about RTBs and how you can earn from this, hope you would consider investing with First Metro Securities. And how to do that is it's very simple. Actually, we've been participating in RTBs for quite some time now. But previously, yung process lang po namin is via the Bureau of the Treasury's website. So what happens before, which you can also do now nag-add lang po kami ng additional outlet for you to invest. But before, it's just going to treasury.gov.ph and then you accomplish the online form. Just select First Metro Securities as your settlement bank and then you agree to terms and conditions. And then, makaka-login kayo sa account ninyo, input nyo lang yung details nyo doon, and indicate the amount that you'd like to purchase. And then, finally, you'll be receiving a confirmation of the successful payment and makakapag-invest na po kayo ng RTBs. But now we have expanded our source or how you could be able to invest through us. You can also go to our website at www.help.firstmetrosec.com.ph. Just look for corporate bonds. And then when you click yung corporate bonds, meron dun letter of intent. How to accomplish letter of intent. Click that link, and then you can input your details there, your account details there, and yung how much you'd like to invest. So usually we confirm the allocation kung fully allocated po ba kayo the next business day. Also important to note, Bureau of Treasury website, limited lang po tayo sa sole accounts dyan. So if you have accounts with us na or accounts or in trust for accounts, please please put your orders via the FMSBC website na lang. Also, sa website namin, there's no limit in amount. Kahit magkano gusto nyong i-reserve, you can do so. But in the Bureau of the Treasury website, we are limited to up to a maximum of 500,000 per application. So if you would like to invest 1 million, for example, that's two inputs dun sa Bureau of the Treasury website. But overall, similar naman yung process. We allocate both. So yeah, not much difference. It just depends on which you are more comfortable with. And that ends my presentation. I will be open to questions later. So thank you again. Thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Krisha. Let me just reshare my screen. Thank you for sharing your expertise with us. Yan, visible na yung screen. Hold on for a second. So, marami na po akong nakikita mga questions, no? Pero later, we will have a Q&A portion and we will call again Krisha na bigyan lang natin siya ng water break. So, at least now, we are able to know what is RTB, the pros and consequences in investing in RTBs, and how to invest in RTBs through First Metro Securities. But first, let me just give you additional information then about First Metro Securities. So First Metro Securities, it is the one-stop shop for all of your investment needs. So we have, aside from stocks, REITs, ETF, mutual fund, UITF, and treasury bills, we are also offering the retail treasury bonds. And aside from being multi-asset, or being a powerful investment account, you make sure that you partner with the best. We are grateful to our clients as we were awarded as the best one-stop shop solutions, aside from being the best online broker and the best online trading platform for 8 years in a row now. And for those who still don't have a First Metro Sec account, here is how convenient and easy to open a First Metro Sec investment account via website. Just visit www.firstmetrosec.com.ph, and via mobile application, just scan the QR code or download via Play Store or Apple Store, search First Metro Sec Go. And don't forget to indicate the seminar code stable income when you are asked, where did you know about us? So just prepare government issued ID, tax identification number, proof of residence, proof of bank account, and your 1,000 pesos initial deposit. And I will share this account opening video as well.
Trading on the go? Here's First Metro Sec Go for you. Easily open your account today with this app. You can download the First Metro Sec Go app through Play Store or App Store for free. If you already have it on your device, simply open the app and click Sign Up Now. Next, you need to create a user ID, read and agree to the terms, and provide these information. Once you're done, click the link on the email verification sent. Now, let's complete your account application. First, input your account information. Then, provide your user information. Next, a accomplish the investor profile form. Almost there! Read and agree to the terms and conditions. Then click Agree. You will then receive your reference number through the app. Don't forget to save this number because you will need it for your initial deposit. Next, upload or take a photo of these requirements. 1 valid ID, 3 signatures on a piece of white paper, proof of address, and proof of bank account. If you're self-employed, there are additional requirements. Now let's fund your account. You can make your initial deposit through bills payment, online fund transfer, over-the-counter deposit, or remittance. The minimum 5,000 pesos or $100 can be used to invest in stocks, funds, and bonds. There is no maintaining balance required. Next, you will need to verify your identity. Simply take a photo of your ID and take a selfie. You're all set. An email confirmation will be sent to you in 2 to 3 business days. Happy trading! For more information, visit our help center at help.firstmetrosec.com.ph. All the options and convenience within your reach through International Finance's best online broker and best online trading platform for 4 years in a row. With First Metrosec, it's your future first.
So once you are done uploading your requirements, the government-issued ID, tax identification number, proof of residence, proof of bank account, and then the initial funding, it will take 1 to 2 banking days for your account to be active. And you have 2 options to actually reserve for RTBs, whether you go to the website of the Treasury or via our help desk. And once allocated, this will actually reflect under your bond tab here. And for example, in this slide, it will show the RTB investments of this account holder. And you will also see the interest income that will be credited to your account quarterly under cash. And feel free to connect with us in social medias. Just search at First Metrosec. You may scan the QR code or screenshot this slide. Our main website is www.firstmetrosec.com.ph. And for any account inquiries, requests, updates, or concern, just email customerservice@firstmetrosec.com.ph. And I would like to invite you for our events this August. Mark your calendars and get ready for the month of valuable financial insights. So here's a sneak peek of our August 2025 online events, and our chat moderator will provide the registration link so that you may join our August webinars. Aside from the gift series, we also have here on August 5, today, and then August 7, 9, 11, 13, 19, 20, and 27. So all of these webinars, excluding gift series, are free. But if you want to level up your investing journey, master the market with confidence, I would like to invite you to join the next run of gift series or guided investor, fearless trader. That will be on September, the month of September. So we will provide the registration link once it's already available, or you may provide it in our feedback form later if you are interested to know more about the gift series. And lastly, for our customized, gamified, award-winning market education programs exclusively designed for your company, school, or organization, just send us a formal invite at marketeducation@firstmetrosec.com.ph. And at this juncture, I once again call our speaker, Krisha, to turn on her mic and as well as camera, as we will accommodate the questions that were already raised. Let me just check.
Yes, oo. Medyo marami din. Isa-isahin
Oo,
natin.
marami din siya. So, I think may na-note akong question dun sa, hold lang, about sa rate. So parang 3 questions lang siya na interrelated. You mentioned that the coupon rate is 6%. Is that gross or net? And if it is 6% per annum, that means we get 1.5% every quarter less tax. And then additional question, aside from the 20% withholding tax, may VAT pa ba?
Yeah, I saw you answered yung isa, no? 6% is gross. To be able to derive the net, just multiply by 0.8. Kasi 20% po yung withholding tax ng government. So, in essence, you'd be getting 4.8 net per annum. 4.8%. And then, sorry, you said the next. 20% withholding plus VAT? No naman. No VAT in the, no VAT in the fees.
Ayun. So, I hope that's clear. Let's move on to the questions sa Q&A na panel naman. If may nag-ask if nag-i-issue din ba tayo ng FXTN?
Yes, sir. Oo, or ma'am. Nag-issue kami FXTNs. Ibang process naman kasi yung auction niya, no? Auction meaning sa primary offer. Kasi ang issuance niya, pag sa primary market, yung FXTN, it's usually 1 million minimum. So medyo mas mataas siya. But in the secondary market, once it's trading already, makakabili po kayo for as low as 5,000 pesos. Ay, sorry, 10,000 pesos. So meron din kami niyan here in First Metro Securities.
Yes, thank you for that, Kersha. And I think quite similar lang din yung parang procedure, no, in investing in FXTN with RTB na gamit yung help desk natin.
Correct, oo. And main difference lang naman with RTBs is yung coupon frequency. It's just every 6 months instead of every 3 months.
Ayun. Thank you for that, Kersha. Here, you mentioned liquidity for RTB 31. What are the consequences for early withdrawal?
Consequences is, well, depende kasi sa market condition eh. So, if when you sell it, gumanda yung market rates, meaning bumaba yung market rate environment, then may chance na mag-gain ka pa from the sale. But if the market interest rate environment during that time increases, and then patalo mo siya mabebenta. But maybe another downside of selling before maturity date would be the friction cost, of course. Dahil for this one, wala tayong broker's fee since it's offered in the primary market. But when you sell in the secondary market, meron tayong 0.125%. Multiply nyo sa face value. That's 0.125% broker's fee charged on the clients kapag nagbenta or bumili kayo in the secondary market. So, it's very good to take advantage of this given na it's still in the primary market dahil wala tayong broker's fee for this. Meaning, your 1 million investment, cash out mo rin is 1 million.
Buong-buo may invest.
Buong-buo.
Okay, parang related din to sa question kanina. How much per share po ang IPO nito? I think the client is, or the attendee is referring na primary issuance. Kasi thinking about it, if mas okay to buy during their offer or it's okay to buy from others during the 5th year.
Magkano per share? I think yung yung per share kasi it's for stocks usually. So wala naman per share sa bond market. We refer to them as yung full volume. So 5,000 minimum at par, that's at 100. So thinking about if mas okay to buy during their offer, it's okay to buy from others, it's okay to buy during their offer. Because of the broker's fee and other friction costs that I mentioned earlier. Hindi buong-buo nyo makukuha yung 1 million or 5,000 na ininvest nyo today, buong-buo siya. Pag sa secondary market kasi may chance na mas mahal yung babayaran ninyo.
Yan. Thank you for that, Krisha. Ito. What's the difference of RTB and treasury bills?
RTB, it has coupon. Parehas po silang government securities kasi they are both issued by the government. But RTBs, they have different tenors, can range from 1 year to, let's say, 10 to 15 years. Just not sure kung ano yung longest tenor ngayon ng RTB. Pero yeah, it can, yung time frame niya, one difference. Kasi T-bills naman, it's only up to a maximum of 1 year, 365 days. Second is coupon payment. RTBs, you receive your interest every 3 months. While for T-bills, wala kayong marireceive na coupon every so often. Instead, it's discounted. Meaning, you will always pay less today than what you will get upon maturity. So yung difference po nun will be your interest income. That's the main difference.
Thank you for that, Krisha. And then talking about interest income, compounding ba daw?
No po, hindi siya compounding kasi when you get your coupon, it gets credited to your bank account or your online account with us in First Metro Securities. So siguro hindi ko na mention isang risk din yan, no? Kasi reinvestment risk. Yung coupon payment, may chance na hindi nyo po siya ma-reinvest in the same rate that you are getting your RTBs. So baka yung prevailing rate during the coupon payment would be lower, mas mababa po yung makukuha nyo from that reinvestment. So yeah, no, not compounding.
So parang mas maraming risk din, no, pag you sell it in the secondary market or hindi mo siya mahintay until the end ng term.
Yeah, oo. Kaya siguro kung kaya mo naman i-hold on to it, at least in that way safe ka kasi alam mo eh. Alam mo na yung schedule mo eh, up to the maturity date.
Okay, thanks for that, Christian. Next question, can we buy RTB directly from our existing accounts via website or are there other requirements?
Yes, yung only requirement will be for your account with us to be updated. Updating is every 2 years. So if you place an order in our online form and then our customer service sees that your account is not updated, I think they'll reach out naman to you to request for an update.
Yeah, so that is one for the website, or if individual, you may go to the treasury na website and then nominate First Metrosec as your settlement bank. For now, we still don't have it on the app. So option is via treasury.gov.ph website or the First Metrosec website, our help desk. So next, here. If I want to invest more after the initial investment, do I have to wait for the next RTB offering or is there a way to top up my current investment?
You can top up your current investment. But once it's issued on August 20, magte-trade na po kasi siya sa secondary market. So pag nag-trade siya, meron na pong buy and sell na mag-occur sa market, meaning the price would change. Kung tataas or pababa, that would be dependent on market factors by August 20. So, hindi na po siya, kung wari gusto nyo mag-top up ng 5,000 din yung cash out nyo today. May chance na mas mahal or mas mura yung babayaran ninyo, depending on market factors. But to a short answer to the question is, yes, you may top up.
Pwede siya mag-top up but during a certain period lang siya, no? August 20? So
Actually, bago mag-issue, pwede pa siya mag-top up basta open pa si Bureau of Treasury in getting orders. And before the issue date, yung top up amount would be 6% pa rin. But after August 20, until August 2020, 30, upon maturity date, pwede pa rin naman po kayong bumili sa secondary market nung same security, but depende na nga po sa market factors yung price. So, hindi na siya 6%. Nag-iiba siya.
So, better na during the offering period tayo mag-invest para yung sinabi ni Kershaw, walang friction cost, ma-maximize yung investment nyo. And ano lang, share lang din pala, during the previous na RTB offerings, nauubos yung may limited lang din kasi, tama ba Kershaw? May limited lang na investment for the RTB. So parang paunahan siya. Once na fully allocated na, parang magko-close nang din yung RTB offering period. So
Yes.
previously, mga
Ah,
8 days, 7 days, wala na.
meron kasi silang target in mind, which
Mm.
is not disclosed to the public. Hindi na natin alam kung
Mm.
magkano yun. So, once na-reach yung target na yun, sinasara na nila. For context lang, this
Mm.
auction, kanina nag-set po tayo ng price no, sa RTB. 200, around 200 billion na yung awarded orders. So
Oh.
that's big kasi ang sabi lang
Mm-mm.
nila minimum of 30 billion. It's now at 200 billion on just the first day. So once they reach their number in mind, baka mag-close na po yung offer. So it's good to invest now if you are already decided.
Ayun. So, paunahan talaga if
Unahan
gusto
siya.
nyo mag-invest ng RTB. So, here another question. How will we know if it's cheap to buy or high buy at the time of buying in the market? Since you said it is not a stock technically.
Cheap buy or high buy, relative, siguro more context kung relative to what, kaya cheap relative to I don't know, current inflation rate. But siguro easy way to gauge is it trading at a discount or at a premium?
Mm.
Kasi at currently sa mga primary offers naman, it's trading at par, meaning the price is 100. Pero pag tumakbo na po siya sa secondary market, the price may be 100.50 for example. So that's at a premium. Pwede ring discounted, magiging 99 point something. So siguro
Mm-hmm.
that's a way to gauge.
So, if par or at a premium or at a discount, yun po basis nyo. Ito, let's just reiterate this. Parang
Sige.
bumabalik dito na question eh. To clarify, if 5,000 pesos is 100 shared, then that means 50 per share ba?
Hindi po siya per share. Pag bonds po, hindi po talaga siya per share.
Mm-mm.
Meron lang tayong value in mind. Medyo complex na po explain. Pero actually, it's kasi 'di ba meron po tayong coupon rate, yung na-discuss kanina. And meron tayong offer rate. So, during primary market, the coupon rate is always the same as the offer rate. So, for this one, coupon is 6%, offer is 6%, at par siya. That's 100 pesos. Pero yung sinasabi po namin kanina dun sa previous question, kapag nag-trade na siya sa secondary market, yung coupon rate, that's always fixed during the 5-year duration. Pero yung offer rate, that will move. Either maging 6.5%, so mas maganda sa inyo kasi tumaas eh. So tumaas yung yield eh. Or maging 5.5%, bumaba yung yield. Pag naging 6.5% yung offer in the secondary market, yung 100 par value, bababa siya. Ibig sabihin, you're buying it at a discount. So, pag nag 6.5% po, you're buying it cheap today kasi yung coupon mo is 6% lang. Pero pag nag 5.5% yung offer at yung coupon mo is 6%, you're buying it at a more expensive price. Sorry, medyo complex, pero yun po yung dynamics nung 100 na sinasabing par value. It's not per share. Wala pong shares sa bonds kasi iba po talaga yung stocks.
And then let's take this one last question, Krisha. Will we see it in the secondary market like stock profile, like chart, val, or profit and loss?
For now, you'd be able to see it in you'd be able to see the most recent traded securities sa PDS website, Papa Delta Share. That's the exchange. So makikita nyo yung last done price doon and the volume traded. Pero hindi po siya with charts and all. Siguro sa Bloomberg, kung may Bloomberg access, pero sa Bloomberg siya nakikita. But what's readily available for the public in the PDS website would be the last price it was traded and when and the volume.
For sure, may humabol. Isang question. Okay to take this?
Go. Meron
Okay.
pa ako nakikita dito Monet sa kabila.
Ah.
Webinar chat.
Yun. Hindi ko na nakita.
Yeah, we can go through it siguro quickly.
Sige. So, ito muna sa panel. Anong effect sa bondholder kung may 6.5%? Would it increase our earnings per coupon din?
Pag once nag-invest na po kayo ngayon, nag-lock in na kayo today, that's it. Like, locked in ka na doon for 5 years. Yung coupon mo, it's fixed. Hindi na po yan magbabago. So, whether the market moves in your favor or against you, yun na po talaga yung ma-earn nyo for the duration. What happens pag nag 6.5% yung prevailing market rate after this is issued is that pag nagbenta po kayo, magbebenta kayo ng palugi. Kasi pag tumaas ng 6.5%, bababa yung price. Remember, inverse relationship. So pag bumaba yung price, nagbenta kayo, magbebenta kayo ng mas mababa. Pero pag baliktad naman, naging 5.5%, nagbenta kayo doon, nag-gain ka pa. So ang mangyayari pag nag 6.5%, siguro it's good to buy more kung meron ka pa. Kasi mas mura mo siya mabibili.
Thank you for that, Krisha. Doon naman sa
Game,
comments.
daanan natin tong webinar chat. Where are we?
Ito ba? Pwede ba mag-cost average if mag-increase yung dividend or interest?
Sorry, to clarify, the coupon or the interest is already fixed for the duration of 5 years. Hindi na po yun mag-i-increase, but you can top up kapag nga po nag-trade na yung bond na ito on a discount in the secondary market. Like, kung mag 6.5% nga po yung rate, maybe it's a good opportunity to come in. Kasi mabibili mo siya ng mas mura.
Meron pa ba? Thank you for that, Krisha.
Pwede ba multiple account openings?
May na-assist naman ako. Nag-open siya ng multiple accounts. Pero tinatanong kung anong purpose.
Okay.
Ang purpose ng each account. Pwede naman isa for
Platform
active
fee.
trading, isa for dividend.
Is there a platform fee? For bonds, none naman po. But meron atang service fee. But it's very, very minimal. Like, it's 0.0005. So that's 0.05%. Ano lang siya, parang 50 pesos for 100,000 per annum. May service fee, but not platform fee. Net interest rate, ito, nasagot na po, 4.8 net. And then, Sir Kenneth, your account, follow up natin yan. Siguro feedback ko yan sa account opening kung di pa active.
Palagay na lang ng application reference number. Patingin ko sa CS. So, I guess, na-answer na natin lahat. Thank you for that, Krisha, for gamely answering all of the questions of our attendees for this evening. And that sums up our Q&A portion for this evening. So, if later may ma-ask pa rin naman kayo na question, you may also email us at customerservice@firstmetrosec.com.ph, or you may book an online session. Just scan the QR code or save a screenshot of the slide for future reference. And to our attendees, we also value your feedback, so you can share your thoughts and experiences with us by scanning the QR code and answer our feedback form. And link will also be provided by our chat moderator. And your input is essential in helping us improve our services and better meet your needs. So we appreciate your contribution, and we look forward to implementing positive changes based on your valuable feedback. Again, thank you so much, Krisha, and we look forward to our next collaboration as we continue to serve the Filipino investors. And perhaps you have some parting words for our audience before we formally close this event.
Yeah, I hope you all learned more about RTBs and sana na-evaluate niyo po kung tama nga po ba yung investment na ito for you. And if you think it's the right investment for you, then feel free, hopefully, to invest with us here in First Metro Securities. But just in case you are more of a risk taker, you'd like more risk, you'd like more return, good thing with First Metro Securities, we are a one-stop shop. We offer not just fixed income, we also offer stocks and funds. So whatever you may need in that space, we are here to cater for you. Yeah, we hope to see you in our next webinars and hope we get to invest with you.
Thank you, Krisha. So there you have it, guys. Once again, on behalf of First Metro Securities Brokerage Corporation, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to Krisha for gracing us with her time and presence. And it's truly an evening well spent. Thank you also to everyone who attended tonight. And we sincerely hope that you learned a lot and that these insights and lessons make your investment journey not just more profitable, but also more enjoyable. So please don't forget to provide feedback for today's webinar. And we hope to see you again in our future learning events because over here at First Metro Securities, we put your future first. Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you so much.